Hey moguls, just checking in here. It's Dr. T, and I'm just making a video that's about one of my experiences that I had recently. And I decided just to continue to go in a direction with my channel overall, which is just talking more about my experiences in life, in different aspects of my life, things that I'm doing, and just to share more of that with you and to just do what I can to be of service in this world by sharing my experiences and including something that I kind of was hesitant for some time to do, but this is the maiden voyage, which is to start to review products, services, companies, and people I'm dealing with and really highlight amazingness and also to share other experiences that I'm having that will help support you in making choices about who you want to be giving your business to, your resources to, and just the way in which I'm experiencing reality. And yeah, I'm just ready to start sharing more about my experiences because I think I do so much looking on different people's channels for reviews of different things. And so this is my turn. So, uh, the company I'm reviewing today is Emirates Airline. And I do want to say that while my first few experiences on Emirates Airline had me feeling like I had finally died and gone to heaven, with that there was an actual airline that just checked all of these boxes. And I was so excited because now that I live in Dubai, I'm like, this is an airline that is I can take all the time. And I was feeling really thrilled about it. And then I had a recent experience, which has been incredibly disappointing. And I just wanted to share about it and give you this input in case you're making decisions about what airlines to choose and whether or not you want to use Emirates Airline because of how they're dealing with a certain situation. So the situation's just a pretty basic one in terms of something a lot of us have probably dealt with, which is on a recent trip, I packed a bag and I was actually heading to Barcelona for a amazing retreat, a several day retreat that I was incredibly excited about. And they lost my luggage. And having had this happen maybe a couple times in my life, uh, you think, well, within a day or so, they're going to get you your luggage. They find it, they bring it to you. Not a big deal. But this turned out to be a really difficult situation that's still going on. I just wanted to report in about it. So it's interesting because in packing for this trip, I actually was considering doing a carry on. And yet, I was going on this amazing health retreat. And it was the first time in a long time just doing something really amazing for myself. And I'm just one of these people that likes to have these incredible things that I want with me, things to wear, just my things that make me feel like me. And so I decided to pack a regular bag that would need to be checked. And the truth is, I did put a lot of awesome stuff in the bag, like my favorite things. And that's just part of the person that I am. I'm not sitting around thinking like the airline's going to lose my luggage. And if they do, they're never going to find it again. This is my new lesson. So I really packed the bag with a lot of really awesome things. And because I do uh, like certain kinds of things that are at a certain level of luxury, and that's just a part of my personality. I had the bag, quite honestly, fully packed with so many amazing things. And then the night before the trip, I went and bought more things because I had not done anything like this in maybe 7 years. And it was just about finally there being this amazing moment of my life about me because I do so much transformational stuff and I take care of other people, support other people, and it was really about like these are the things I want with me. I want to wear the things I want to wear. I want to feel the way I want to feel. And to be, just calling myself out, the bag was just full of thousands of dollars of valuable things, and also things from California, from stores that I bought things from before I was moving to Dubai, things that I really cherish and wanted to just have some pieces of California here with me. And yeah, the night before, even going to Dubai Marina Mall and getting certain things, because realizing the weather is different in Barcelona than Dubai, and just making sure I had certain things that were going to be incredibly warm and cozy for all the different aspects of this amazing retreat that I was going to be on, multiple day retreat. So lots of stuff, Dyson hair, air wrap thing, like all the stuff, the dryer, all the makeup, all the stuff that I love. And bottom line is, I flew from Dubai to Barcelona. The bag never arrived. I had to spend a couple hours trying to sort through that. They didn't find it. Said they were going to find it. Headed off to my health retreat with nothing but what was in my purse. And spent multiple days just trying to hope they were going to bring me my bag. They never found it. So then I eventually needed to buy stuff, spent quite a bit of money trying to replace these items in this small town in Barcelona, got whatever I could get, and spent a bunch of money there, just hoping that, this bag would be retrieved. They would reimburse me. And I spent the entire retreat without my awesome stuff. It was super stressful. I know I'm very privileged to be able to do a retreat, but it definitely caused, I mean, the bottom line is it's causing some trauma when I was there to try to finally just chill. Um, and I just really believe that an airline like Emirates would go, they seem so first class that they would go over the top to fix the situation. And then it ended up returning. I hope that the bag would maybe somehow end up getting returned. By the way, I returned from Barcelona to Dubai. That didn't happen. And then I have spent several weeks with people occasionally getting in touch with me to essentially just restate the problem to me. And I'm like, okay, you haven't gotten any further than this. So um, I find this, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. My experience is traumatic, and I have spent a lot of my life, like all of us have, just feeling on one hand fortunate that we have opportunities that we have, and also just recognizing that engaging with certain companies can be a great experience, it can be a mixed experience, and in some cases it can be a traumatic experience. And I spent most of my life just keeping quiet about these things. And I'm in a new phase of my life where I am being incredibly fully authentic to myself and others in a way that I didn't even know I wasn't being before. And it's just part of my process to be like, this mattered to me. I realize it may sound incredibly ridiculous to other people, but this really has been traumatizing. And so weeks and weeks into it, I kept asking for compensation because I was missing all these items that I used to run my day-to-day life. Um, a bunch of different things, like all the stuff that you need to do, all the stuff that you need to, be out in the world as a professional, and just begin repurchasing these items, hoping that I would get compensation. And then if they found the bag, great, they found it. Like, fine, extra, better, special. And what I have found is that I am beyond disappointed in Emirates Airlines. I really wanted to just be in love with their brand and just be a devoted fan and an evangelist. And here I am, doing the opposite. And I think while they have their standard operating procedures, like all these big companies do, I think what gets forgotten, because they're like, this never, ever, ever, ever happens. We always find it. And I'm like, well, I am the human being that you have not found it for. And I have been asking for reimbursement and compensation for weeks so I could repurchase the items, not be out of pocket, repurchase them. And then if they find it, great, just give me my bag because you caused me all this trouble anyway. And it has just been an absolute all out frustration, adding insult to injury, and they're just taking weeks and weeks. They're like, oh, it's going through this and this and this. I'm like, I'm a human. I need my stuff. So now, not only am I out the thousands of dollars that was in my bag, but now I'm out more thousands of dollars as I am buying all the stuff that was in my bag in order to have the stuff back, because I happen to put my favorite valuable things that are a part, like the things that are the most important to me on the daily basis, weekly basis, because that's the experience I was trying to have when I traveled. Um, and I know better than to expect any of these people, the corporate, the people, one thing, the corporation could even care about me as a person. And I'm just glad that, an airline exists that doesn't make me, ugh. Um, but they have handled this in a way that is traumatizing, injurious, and they have so much freaking money. All they had to do was literally compensate me weeks ago, do their due diligence, find the bag to make a happy ending, and let me move on with my life instead of staying stuck in some cycle with them, having to wait and stress and follow up and try to get paid appropriately. It's just incredibly disappointing. It is not a humanitarian company. And I don't care what your standard operating procedure is. I am a human, and this is how it is impacting me. And if you don't care about that, then how great of an airline can you be? You have, Emirates. You have injured one of your passengers. I gave you my luggage. You had custody of it with all of my valuable things, and you have lost it. That is on you, and you owe me for everything in that bag. You owe me for all of the challenging effort, time, and energy and resources I have expended trying to deal with this. You owe me for my mental health. You owe me, you owe me, you owe me. I don't care what your policies are. The expectation is that you would make it whole by me. And I realize I just went from talking to you guys to talking to them, but that's my message to them. And I would say that any company that strives to be the way that they seems like they do strive to be needs to take it to the next level of understanding that even if it never, ever, ever is what they say it happens, that they ever have this situation where time goes on this long and they cannot fight in the bag, and then they have to walk through their procedures. You need to understand this is a human being. You're impacting me. You're injuring me. You've effectively stolen my bag, even if you didn't steal it. You've effectively taken from me, injured me, and now insult to injury. I have to keep rebuying the things and contacting you only to get that you have basically made nothing happen in weeks. I find this inhumane. I find it cruel. I find it punishing. And I'm also I'm just excited for my own self. I am at a point in my life where I can say that, and I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm here to just share my experience. This is how Emirates Airlines deals with caring about its clients. And that is the reality of the situation. So, this is my review of Emirates Airlines. This is my review of Emirates Airlines' lost luggage process, which sucks in general. And I'm here to say that Emirates Airlines, no matter what good they do in the world, has impacted and damaged a human being, and that human being is me, and that matters. And it matters to me, even if it matters to no one else. And I'm just excited to be at a point in my life where I can just say that and say that I matter enough to tell my own story about my experience with any company and what it's like for me. I hope this has been helpful for all of you, and it helps you along your journey in making decisions about what companies to deal with. Because going forward, if you were to fly Emirates Airlines, I would 100% never, ever, ever check luggage again. And I know that if that was what everyone was doing, that would seriously impact their company. It's not my goal, but I would just say If you are traveling with them, do not check luggage. And I know I can just imagine all the comments that are going to come from this over time. I get that the lesson for me is also to never check luggage, or if I do, don't put anything valuable in it, which is just like normal operating procedures, except for the one time in many, many years I wanted to actually do something nice for myself and bring the nice things with myself to do that experience and do something good for myself. So, in addition, I should also say they cost me all the thousands of dollars that I spent on that retreat. The flight there, the flight with them, all of it, because I wasn't really able to enjoy it in the way that I should have. And that is completely unfortunate for me. And if we were dealing with companies that were actually caring about human beings, they should have already be offering me compensation for how they ruined that experience with whatever problems happen in their system, which is on them. So in reality, it's thousands of dollars that they have cost me, that they owe me, and the impact on me psychologically, emotionally, enough to even come on here and make a video, is another thing that it costs me. So boo, thumbs down, not even 1 star, 0 stars to Emirates Airlines. Thanks. All right, everyone. Bye bye.